Hello and welcome to today's vendor portal overview video. This video is brought to you by Rollingwood Management Inc. The goal of this video is to walk our vendors through how to access their vendor portal, the different parts of their vendor portal, how to navigate it, upload invoices, and take care of any questions you may have. If you have any questions about anything you see here, please feel free to give our office a call at 512-327-4451. We'd be glad to help. With that, let's go ahead and get started with how to get going. You'll receive an email from us. It'll look just like this. It'll say, hello, company. Subject line will have new work order, the work order number from Rollingwood Management. Body of the email will say, hello, your company name. You've received a new work order from Rollingwood Management for property address. I'll also have a nice big button there you can click. That'll take you to this page here, which will get us into the work order descriptions here. Give you a quick breakdown of what all the sections are on this page, and then we'll go into them in a little more detail. So you've got work order details here, just a quick snapshot, tenant's contact information, job information, scheduling section. There's that tenant info. You got a scheduling section here, notes, invoices, and marking the job done. That's all important to get you paid later on, the best part. Now I'll go into a little more detail here. Work order, that'll tell you the work order number, the management company. Right now it says Max Pepper, but it'll say Rollingwood Management. That's very important if you work for multiple property managers that use Appfolio. Set your work order status. Don't have to use that. Actually, I recommend not using it. Work order details that can be collapsed, but that gives you a quick snapshot. If you've updated when the job is scheduled for, or the property manager did, it'll note there. When the property manager created it, priority, we really don't use that in our office. And then the maintenance limit, that's how much I am authorized to spend in one transaction. That is very important to keep an eye on. Don't exceed that. Then the tenant contact information, it'll display the primary tenant's contact information. If you're having trouble getting a hold of them, let your property manager know. Job information, just as on the PDFs, it'll have the address, the permission to enter, that's set by the tenant, and it'll include little notes from the tenant worth referencing, but the place you want to look at is vendor instructions. We'll get there in a second. Description, that's where the property manager spells out exactly what we want done at the property, and then vendor instructions, property access instructions will be noted here, and then whoever the property manager is inside our company. So address, permission to enter, not really used. Description, work to be done, vendor instructions. Scheduling, this is controlled by you. The property manager can also set this status. Once you change this information, it's updated on my end, so I can see what you've entered there, and it's updated on the tenant's profile, in the tenant's portal. The tenant's portal, goodness. So whatever you write there, the tenant will be able to see as well. So that's worth keeping in mind. And some of our vendors do like to use it. It does save phone calls, because if you note this, I'll check the worker and go, oh, that's when it's scheduled for. The notes section here, anything you enter here is only seen inside our office in terms of the written notes. Any images you upload can be potentially seen by the owner of the property. So worth keeping in mind. Tenant won't be able to see any of this, the residents. Any notes added here, these notes are very important. We'll reference these when checking to get updates on the jobs. You can make a note of when the job was scheduled, any issues you've had contacting tenants, or any notes about the job. You can hit save. It'll show up there. You can edit these after the fact as well, or generate additional notes. We recommend just generating additional notes as time goes on, just to keep track of things a little cleaner, because it will date stamp them for you. And then you can upload pictures as well. It's nice to get things to the property manager from the field. When you're done with the job, you'll click that invoice button, go to this page. It'll have a reminder of the maintenance limit, job description, address, make sure you're billing it to the right one. Then you can upload a copy of your invoice. I'm going to upload one here real quick for you. Wait for my computer to load. So we'll throw the PDF invoice in here. You can upload 10 attachments. Don't recommend that. Only one invoice is needed per property, per work order. And then a description. I recommend only writing invoice and then the invoice number. Just keeps things clean and simple, especially on our end, which is best with billing. Get a quick overview. Do not enter in any of the rate or billing amounts. We handle all that on our end, on our back end. Just upload that invoice. Then come back, hit work done at the bottom. Ta-da! Now you will in the bottom right hand corner there have an option to revert that work done status. So be confident going into it, but you do have an opportunity to back out. I think it's about 10 seconds. So now that you've done that, it'll switch it over to under review, that status right there, and that'll take us into our next section, which means we've gotten the invoice and it's awaiting property manager approval to pay. Now we'll head into kind of an overview of the rest of the portal and how to navigate the rest of your jobs. In case you missed that, scroll back. It's a button that takes you back to your total profile here. We'll get into it. First thing to note in the top left corner here is the URL vendor.appfolio.com. Save that. It'll take you back to this page every time. There's a search bar here at the top. You can search work order number, property address, and note that it will show you the management company assigned to that particular work order. There are 3 tabs below that: estimates, in progress, and completed. In progress is where we'll start. That'll show you every job that's currently open for scheduling and taking care of. You can search by PM company. Rollingwood Management is us, or Max Pepper is one of the other shell things inside of us. And you can sort by those specifically, and it'll show you all those jobs below it. Every job has a couple of different statuses, 4 of them. The first one is on hold. This means that inside the company we put a job on hold for some particular reason. Once you click on it, a job that's on hold, you'll see there the status of this job has been set to on hold. Give us a call. So just call our company and we'll give you an update on what the issue is there. Accept, reject. Sometimes we'll assign jobs to you and say, hey, have the vendor accept this, reject this. That just means we're kind of trying to check and see what your availability is. If you have the availability to take care of something, it's okay to say no. Scheduled, if you've marked a job scheduled, it'll show up there. And then available, those are just jobs that are open to you. And then all statuses just shows everything. So those are the 4 statuses under in progress, which is available, scheduled, on hold, or pending, accept, reject. If you reject it, it lets us know and we'll assign it to someone else. The next tab is estimates. So if we've sent you an estimate request, they'll show up here. This is a job that's currently pending an estimate from you, the vendor. You'll see there in the description usually, property manager requests estimate, the address. There's a quick description of what permission to enter may look like if a tenant puts any information in. The only thing that's different about an estimate request job is this section right here. Oh, sorry, this section right here, the estimate section. Once you've estimated a job, you can type in the amount that you've estimated and then upload that estimate there, then hit submit. It will send us an email. However, that email is just titled as vendor made a change to a work order. And anytime any of our vendors make any changes to any work order, we get an email. So it's best to also go ahead and email the property manager that you've uploaded an estimate. That way they're aware that you've done that and can take action on that. Helps you stand out from the crowd. Now I'm going to show you real quick what it looks like once you've uploaded an estimate into a job. So you can go ahead and click on it again, and it'll say estimated, date estimated whenever you submitted that, and the amount. That way you know, oh, I've estimated this job, and it'll show up on our end with that information as well. Now we'll go back to the portal, the main portal page by clicking the button in the top right corner there, and we'll check out the completed page. This page has all the jobs that have had an invoice uploaded basically. There's 5 different statuses: payment pending, payment sent, closed, under review, or needs invoice. First one is under review. That means you've submitted your invoice and have marked the job as completed. It's been sent to us, and we're reviewing it and processing internally. The second status is payment pending. That means that your invoice has been approved and payment is in processing. We pay our vendors on the 1st and the 15th of every month, and so you'll receive your funds after that point. We do have our vendors set up for ACH payments, so please check with us with accounting for more information on that. Payment sent means that it's either in the mail or we've sent you the ACH payment, and you're good to go. So payment pending, you can filter that. Payment sent, we've sent you the money. Closed just means it's been canceled, I believe. And then under review, we looked at that one earlier. It means you've submitted it. And then needs invoice. I don't think that actually gets used much, but you'll see things there. Now, the last thing to look at in the top right corner are account settings for you as your company. You can see your name, email, Company information that we have on file. Users, this is just the different people in your company. You can invite more people to the company. Don't know why my name is showing up as that. Clients, and then all the management companies that you have portals registered with shows up at the bottom there. There you have it. If you've got any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to reach out to our company. We'd love to hear from you. And thanks for working with us.